Hey everyone, welcome to week 13, unit 13, our focus of fear and phobias. So let's get started in regards to what you can expect and some tips for success for this lesson. So right away, when you scroll down to our lesson, Past Our Expectations, you are going to focus on the idea of fears versus phobias. So everyone has a fear, something that makes you a little uncomfortable, whether it's creepy, crawly, texturally, something that creates a little bit of discomfort for you, but you're still able to manage and function regularly, versus phobia, where it's best understood as an inability to control behavior or reaction. So an example would be someone who's afraid of flying, having uncontrollable panic attacks, sweating, vomiting, throwing up, the idea of even as far as fainting. So there are more behaviors or reactions of which your body cannot control. And that stems more, whether it's psychological, that triggers trauma, emotional responses, things like that. That is more of a definition of phobia. So it's important to understand the distinction in regards to this unit. When you scroll down, you're going to see we're going to focus on artist Susan Subert. Hope I said that right. I think I did. And she has some pretty stunning images of how to capture phobia and sort of how to depict that through photography. And then when you go down toward our task in terms of understanding your own expectations and mapping out your own brainstorming for this project, I want you to actually click on the phobia list that I've provided, and I think you might be really amazed at how many categories there are for phobias. There is a lot. I was actually kind of surprised when I started doing some research for this as well. So you are going to choose a phobia. Now, whether it is yours personally or it is not, you don't necessarily have to be connected to it in order to portray it. It might even be easier for you if you weren't connected to it, or maybe for others if you really do have some type of phobia. It might be a great time to kind of explore it, maybe kind of come to terms with it, grip it on some way. So totally up to you. Just know that you do have the freedom to either be connected or disconnected from the phobia, depending on, of course, on your own comfort level. Don't forget your process pics. Don't forget your write-ups, all that good stuff. I want all the rough work, all your brainstorming, all your sketches. Again, editing, manipulation, I strongly encourage. And I got some key tips for the idea of creating phobia. So understanding lighting, creating more intensity in images, facial expressions, whether they are yours or not, really sort of amplifying, over-exaggerating facial expressions, shadows, anything to kind of create that sense of mood, that sense of tone in an image that's dealing with phobia will absolutely heighten the idea of engagement and sort of grabbing your viewer and bringing them into your image, which of course is always our goal in photography, is that connection to viewer and making them feel something or trigger something or sort of be enticed by it. I think entice is a good word in this case. So please have a look at the tips, the list of tips that I have included in the lesson. Pick one or two things to really focus on in regards to the staging of this project, the editing, manipulation, filters, really key. Don't be afraid to try and sort of create the idea of drama. It's really going to add to the effect of this. And of course, your write-up, like I said, your process pics, all important to focus on. All right, guys, so if you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me, email, phone. Have some fun with this to the best that you can, and let me know if you need any help. Happy clicking. Bye, guys.